Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most infamous unsolved murder mysteries in American history, a case that has remained a haunting puzzle for over 70 years. Even after decades, countless detectives, journalists, and even the FBI have failed to crack it. The killer's identity is still unknown, and the murder itself was so brutal that it shocked Los Angeles and the entire country. This is the story of a young woman who dreamed of Hollywood stardom, but only achieved fame after her death, and for the most horrifying reason imaginable. Today, we're talking about the Black Dahlia murder, one of the most chilling cold cases in the United States. January 15th, 1947, Los Angeles. Quiet neighborhood, a walk with a child, and a discovery so gruesome it would become one of the most infamous unsolved murders in American history. This is the story of a young woman who dreamed of Hollywood stardom, but only achieved fame after her death. The brutal, haunting murder of Elizabeth Short, better known as the Black Dahlia. On the morning of January 15th, 1947, at around 10 a.m., a woman named Betty Bersinger was walking with her 3-year-old daughter through Los Angeles' Limert Park. As she passed by a vacant lot, she noticed something odd lying in the grass. At first glance, she thought it was a discarded mannequin. The figure was unnaturally pale, perfectly still. But as she stepped closer, Betty froze in horror. It wasn't a mannequin, it was a body, cut cleanly in half at the waist.
Oh my.
The two halves were positioned deliberately, several feet apart. Even more disturbing, there was no blood at the scene. Whoever did this had killed her somewhere else, drained her body of blood, washed it clean, and carefully placed it there like a twisted piece of art. Elizabeth's face had been mutilated. 2 deep cuts ran from the corners of her mouth to her ears, forming what's now chillingly known as a Glasgow smile. Rope marks on her wrists, ankles, and neck revealed she'd been tortured, and a piece of flesh was missing from her thigh, along with a tattoo that had been cut away, likely to hide her identity. Within hours, the LAPD identified the victim. Her fingerprints matched a record from 1943, when she'd been arrested for underage drinking. Her name was Elizabeth Short, a 22-year-old aspiring actress from Boston. She had come to Los Angeles chasing the classic Hollywood dream, but she never got the chance to see it come true. Elizabeth was stunningly beautiful, known for her jet black hair and love of wearing flowers. She often dressed in black, and when reporters learned this, they gave her a haunting nickname, the Black Dahlia. As soon as her identity was revealed, the press went wild. For 4 straight months, Elizabeth's murder dominated the front pages of newspapers across the country. It became one of the most sensationalized crimes in American history. The LAPD immediately recognized they were dealing with a monster. The surgical precision of the cuts suggested a killer with medical expertise. The FBI joined the investigation, interviewing over 300 medical students and professionals to see if anyone might be linked, but nothing stuck. Then came a chilling twist. Over the next few weeks, around 60 people confessed to killing Elizabeth Short. Most were attention seekers hoping for fame, but every confession fell apart under questioning. On January 23rd, a local newspaper received a mysterious package. Inside were Elizabeth's personal belongings, her birth certificate, photographs, business cards, and an address book with missing pages. Alongside them was a note made of cut-out letters. It read, "Here is Dahlia's belongings. Catch me if you can." The envelope had been wiped clean with gasoline to remove fingerprints. Only one smudge was found, but it was too damaged to trace. Robert Manley was the last confirmed person to see Elizabeth alive. On January 9th, he dropped her off at the Biltmore Hotel in downtown LA. Witnesses saw her using the lobby payphone, and then she disappeared. Police suspected Manley of kidnapping and murdering her during the missing 6 days. He was given a lie detector test and later, even a truth serum test. He passed both. With no evidence against him, Manley was cleared. Strangely, he died in a car accident on January 9th, 1986, exactly 39 years to the day after he last saw Elizabeth. Detective Ralph Asdell revealed that witnesses had seen a black 1936 Packard sedan near where Elizabeth's body was found. Asdell tracked down the owner and was certain he had the killer, but without proof, the case went cold. The most infamous suspect was Dr. George Hodel, a wealthy Los Angeles physician with surgical training. In 1999, Hodel's own son, Steve Hodel, a former LAPD detective, published a book accusing his father of being the Black Dahlia killer. Steve uncovered photographs of a woman who looked remarkably like Elizabeth. Forensic facial recognition later confirmed a 95% match. But the most chilling evidence was a secret police recording. In 1949, the LAPD bugged George Hodel's home. On the tape, his voice can be heard saying, "Supposing I did kill the Black Dahlia, they can't prove it now. They can't talk to my secretary anymore because she's dead." 3 weeks after Elizabeth's murder, another woman, Jean French, was found dead with the letters BD scrawled on her body, possibly standing for Black Dahlia. Shortly afterward, George Hodel fled the country, settling in the Philippines. Years later, a similar murder occurred near his home there. Some believe the LAPD covered up evidence to protect Hodel, who had powerful friends in politics and Hollywood. Key pieces of evidence, including original letters from the killer and surveillance tapes, mysteriously disappeared from police files. Over 70 years later, Elizabeth Short's murder remains one of America's most haunting cold cases. Was it Robert Manley, the mysterious man with the black car, Dr. George Hodel, or someone the police never even suspected? Whoever it was, the Black Dahlia killer walked free, and their dark secret died with them. What do you think? Share your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another true crime mystery.